The most startling aspect of Down Three Dark Streets for a modern audience is the realization that there was once a time you could walk right up to the Hollywood sign, located on the south side of Mount Lee above Hollywood's Beechwood Canyon. Today, there are barricades, motion sensors, and security cameras to keep the stream of tourists from getting anywhere near the landmark. The sign was built in 1923 as an advertisement for a housing development called Hollywoodland. It was supposed to last only 18 months, but it became such an iconic symbol of the movie business, it's still there today, although the land part is long gone. The sign had deteriorated horribly by the late 1970s, and its rescue was orchestrated by an eclectic group of movie-loving donors, including Hugh Hefner, Gene Autry, Andy Williams, and Alice Cooper. The most famous incident associated with the sign was the suicide of actress Peg Entwistle, who in 1932, despondent over her misfortunes in Hollywood, climbed a workman's ladder and threw herself into the canyon from the H, ensuring she'd be a dark footnote in Hollywood history. She had briefly been married to actor Robert Keith, later a familiar face in such films as Edge of Doom, Woman on the Run, and The Lineup. I've got a soft spot for Ruth Roman, who made her 5th appearance on Noir Alley today, having previously been seen in The Window, Strangers on a Train, Tomorrow is Another Day, and 5 Steps to Danger. And she'll be back because there's more noir on her resume. Frankly, Roman's life is what engages me more than her performances, since she never got to play a character as interesting as she was. Daughter of a carny barker whose death left her to be raised by a single working mom, she hustled her way as a hat check girl, theater usher, and model for crime magazines while she tried to break into legitimate theater. She arrived in Hollywood with $200 and no prospects, and knocked around in bit parts for 10 years before getting her breakthrough role in The Window. When the lead roles finally started coming, she was in her 30s, middle-aged for a Hollywood beauty, but Roman kept working steadily into the late 1980s. Co-star Martha Heyer caught on a little faster. When fresh out of the Pasadena Playhouse, she scored a contract with RKO, appearing in bit parts in lots of westerns and crime pictures. This film was a step up for her, and by 1958, she'd have her best role ever in Vincent Minnelli's Some Came Running, which earned her an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actress. In 1966, she married producer Hal Wallace, and she was with him until his death in 1986. And here's a tidbit that could help you win a trivia contest. Were there ever movie star twins? The answer is yes, and one of them is in today's film. Marisa Pavan was the twin of actress Pier Angeli. They were born in Sardinia, June 19, 1932, as Maria Luisa and Anna Maria Pierangeli. The sisters would both have nice movie careers beginning in the 1950s, with Pavan receiving an Oscar nomination for her supporting role in 1955's The Rose Tattoo. Arthur Gardner, one of the producers of today's film, worked on several significant noirs in the 1940s, when he cut his teeth as a jack-of-all-trades for the King brothers, helping them make the 1945 sleeper hit Dillinger and its 1947 follow-up, The Gangster. He earned a singular assistant to the producer's credit on their 1950 classic Gun Crazy. The next year, uniting with his war buddies, Jules Levy and Arnold Lavin, Gardner would form his own production company, with he and Levy producing and Lavin acting as director. Lavin also broke out on his own as a director, making well-received pictures like The Rack and Slaughter on 10th Avenue, before switching primarily to television. In 1958, he created the hit show The Rifleman, in collaboration with writer-director Sam Peckinpah. Lavin and Joseph H. Lewis, the director of Gun Crazy, directed the majority of the Rifleman episodes over the 5 years it ran on ABC television. Levy Gardner Lavin Productions owns the series to this day. Okay, let us know what you thought of Down Three Dark Streets in the Noir Alley Facebook page or Twitter feed. Next week, I'll be swerving outside the lines when we leave the big city for the cloistered confines of a Southern military academy, setting for a disturbing film from 1957 called The Strange One. It's a provocative film with an intriguing backstory, and it features the movie debuts of actors Ben Gazzara and George Peppard. Make sure you tune in.